next method that we can talk about is taking a break, walking away, sleeping on it, basically disrupting your efforts around problem solving. Now, there's a couple reasons this works. First of all, it breaks your momentum. We get stuck, our minds get into a loop, and we end up focusing on only a few variables or a few solutions or certain dimensions of a problem. And so once we get sort of stuck heading down this tunnel vision, it's really hard to pull ourselves out of it. So simply by breaking the momentum, by stopping working on it, letting other things happen, when we come back to it, we're not stuck in that same tunnel. This is also why the advice of never make big decisions in one meeting or in one moment, because we can get momentum. That could be emotional momentum, it could be logic momentum, and the momentum carries us down a path and gets us stuck. So just by breaking the momentum in our efforts, our brains can reset, our logic can reset, our emotions can reset, and we can take a fresh look at how we think about that problem. Now, the other advantage of taking a break is that it allows us to leverage our intuition. I wrote a chapter in People Solve Problems called Integrating Intuition, and the point of this is that we need to find places for our intuition to interact with the problem. But that usually doesn't happen when we're actively sitting down working on the problem. It happens in those spaces where we take a break. So the academic term for this is incubation. We're allowing that problem to incubate. And it allows the mind to wander. If we allow the mind to wander, interesting things can happen. It allows associative thinking. So for ideas to come in from other areas, other domains, other history, other examples, and interact with those problems. It allows patterns to be recognized and, again, interact with what you know about that problem. Now, the key to doing this is that we have to do low demand tasks. If we're working on a hard problem and we just switch to another hard problem, our mind doesn't wander in the way that it does if we're taking a shower, taking a walk, or doing something else. So don't just step away from the problem and go do email. Do nothing. Right? Take a walk, meditate. I'll say read sometimes even works depending on what you're reading. But the point is to do low demand tasks, low taxing tasks that don't have a heavy burden on the brain, so the brain is free to do other things. Sleeping on it absolutely can work. It's one of those low demand tasks. There's actually research that supports that when we're working on difficult problems, and only difficult problems, that sleeping on it allows the brain to find more creative solutions. And we may not wake up in the middle of the night with them, but when we come back, it was that sleep that allowed the brain to interact with the problems in different ways. So whether you're a facilitator, a coach, a problem owner, a problem team member, in whatever role that you play, find chances to take a break. It's almost always a good idea at some point, but it's particularly useful when you're stuck.